Nikola Tesla was an inventor. He received worldwide notoriety as a Serbian-American inventor and engineer who discovered and patented the rotary magnetic field, which is the basis for most alternative current machinery. In May of 1888, he sold the 14 patent rights to his system of alternating current dynamo, transformers, and motors to George Westinghouse. He also developed a tree system of electric power transmission. A sickly child, he was born to an Esther Oxford priest and poet and a motor, who invented an egg beater and other kitchen apparatuses. While in high school, he was diagnosed with cholera and was on his deathbed for 9 months. He was educated for an engineer career at Polytechnical Institute in Graz, Austria, and the University of Prague in the Czech Republic. At Graz, he became interested in the electrical motor and convinced alternating current. After 2 years in college, his father died, leaving him not, not option to finish college. Hence, he began to learn from practical experience. Traveling to Budapest, Hungary, he continued his quest of utilizing alternating current while working with the telephone company. In 1882, he traveled to Paris, France, for an engineer position with Continental Edison Company, and after providing his talent, he was sent on assignment to Starburg a year later. Working on his own time, he constructed his first motor. Unable to interest anyone in Europe with his ideas, he came to the United States in 1884, penalized with poems he had written and calculation for a flying machine. He found employment with Thomas Edison, but left claiming not being paid for his work and his ideas were not in line with Edison's. In 1888, Tesla introduced his motors and electrical system in a paper called a new system of alternating current motors and train, which he had present before the American Institute of Electrical Engineers. This led to him selling his patent to Westinghouse and the battle of the currents between Edison direct current DC of electricity and Tesla Westinghouse alternating current AC began with the alternating current eventually winning. In 1891, he became a naturalized American citizen and invented the Tesla coil, which is used today in radio, television, and other electronic equipment. In 1893, he and Westinghouse gained worldwide acclaim with the most with the demonstration of the alternating current electricity and the World Columbia in Exposition in Chicago, Illinois. Later, he and Westinghouse partnered with General Electric to install AC generators at Niagara Falls, creating the first modern power station. At this point, Westinghouse built a laboratory for him to begin various projects such as Wilhelm Röntgen's X-ray machine. Westinghouse managed his professional life and heightened and times his personal life, as although he was thought to be a genius, he would fail in his attempt when acting on his own, becoming penniless and homeless. Nikola Tesla suffered of aphelophobia, the fear of touching other people, which led to poor relationships, especially with women. In 1893, he published an article on discoveries found in the X-ray machine in the Electrical Review. On March in the 1895, the building that housed his laboratory burned to the ground, destroying all his paper and project, but another laboratory was built at another location. In 1899, after leaving Westinghouse, he built a laboratory for testing in Colorado Springs, Colorado Springs in Colorado, and was there for a year before returning pencils to work with Westinghouse. In 94, he was sued by the city for unpaid debts. His laboratory demolished and contents sold 2 years later at auction to satisfy his debt. In 1970, he was awarded the Edison Medal, the most covered electrical prize in the United States. On July 3rd, in 1917, in Sherman, New York, the Nikola Tesla World-Next Fly Tower was destroyed and he was sued for debts. This was his failed attempt to produce electricity for the world. In 1943, he was created posthumously with another invention where the United States Supreme Court overturned Guglielmo Marconi patents. Tesla died alone in the hotel New Yorker of heart failure sometime between the evening of January 5 and the morning of January 8 in 1943. Despite selling his AC electricity patents, Tesla was essentially destitute and died with significant debts. That's all.